Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step process on how to set up the Roku Express. This is the cheapest option that Roku currently offers in their streaming device lineup. I bought this for $19.99. It was on sale at Roku's website, but it's generally priced in between about $20 to $30. So taking the items out of the box, we have the Roku remote right here. We have the device itself, the Roku Express. It comes with an adhesive strip if you'd like to attach your Roku to a specific area with adhesive. We have batteries for our remote. Additionally, we have our power cord. The USB Type B side, the skinnier side, is going to plug into the back of the Roku Express, where the USB Type A, we're gonna have a couple of options with how we're gonna plug it in, whether it's through a wall adapter like this, where the USB Type A is going to plug into this and then the other side plugs into the wall. This is not included with the Roku Express. If you'd like to purchase one of these, I'll post a link down in the description to Amazon if you'd like to get one of these options. You also have the option to plug this into a USB port on the back of your TV, and I'll show you that in an example on my TV when we're installing this. That's an additional option. You won't need one of these adapters if you have a USB port that you can plug into on your TV for power. And then finally, we also have the HDMI cord. One end is going to plug into our TV. The other end is going to plug in to the back of the Roku Express. Opening up our quick start guide, step one is going to be connecting to the TV. So we're going to connect the streaming player to an HDMI port on the back of our TV. So picking up our HDMI cord, taking off these little caps. One of these is going to plug in to the back of our Roku Express right here. And like I said, the other end is going to plug into the back of our TV. On the back of my TV, I'm going to be plugging into HDMI 1. This is the port that I need to set the input to on my TV to get the Roku Express on-screen options to show up. So plugging that right in there. Once we have that plugged in, we move on to step two, which is connecting to power. And like I explained before, you can either go through a power adapter and plug into an outlet with our USB power cable, or you can plug in directly to your TV if you have a USB port on your TV that offers power to connect to. So opening up our power cord and the USB Type B, it's the smaller option here on our power cord, that is going to plug into the back of our Roku Express. So we can plug that in right here. And then this USB Type A, look on your TV to see if you have a port that you can plug this into. Otherwise, you're going to need to purchase an adapter that has a USB Type A to wall outlet that you can plug in for that power source. So what we're going to look for on the back of this TV is whether it has a USB Type A port that I can plug into for power. So behind my TV under this area, there is a USB Type A, so I can plug into that for power. So after plugging in the cord there, just make sure that it's going to work for power to see if your Roku Express is powering up. If you don't have a USB Type A or if it doesn't allow power, then you're going to have to purchase one of those USB Type A wall adapters. Step three is positioning your streaming player. I recommend not putting it in a situation where it's surrounded by a bunch of things, such as in a cabinet. That's going to reduce the Wi-Fi signal it's going to get. The internet connection won't be quite as good. If you put it in an open air situation, it's going to receive a better Wi-Fi signal. Step four is going to be using the remote for your television to power on your TV. I'm connected into HDMI 1, so that's the input that I need to have selected on my TV to get the input source of the Roku Express to show up on the TV. Step five is going to be putting the batteries into the remote. So slide open the cover on the back of the remote and insert the included batteries. So opening the back of our remote and then taking the batteries that are provided. Make sure positive goes to positive and negative goes to negative when you're putting the batteries in the back of your Roku remote, and then slide the back on. You can also take off this protective coating on the remote as well as off of the Roku player itself. Turning over to the back, step six is following the on-screen setup. So follow the instructions on your TV, and I'll take you over to my TV to take you through the rest of this setup process. Now over on my TV, making sure that I'm on the input HDMI 1 because that's where I had plugged my Roku in to get this page to show up. What I need to do is to get started, select the language that I want for my Roku. I'm going to do English and click OK on that. Now it's going to scan for wireless Wi-Fi internet signals in my area. And my Wi-Fi router's name is ASUS22. You're going to want to make sure that your signal strength is in the good to excellent range for best internet performance. So we're going to click OK on our Wi-Fi router, and then you need to enter in the password for your Wi-Fi router, then click OK on where it says connect. And if you enter in your password correctly, it should successfully connect you up to the internet, and then it might need to download and install a software update. After your system successfully updates, we're going to need to activate the Roku player. If you already have a Roku account, you can use that. Otherwise, you're going to need to create a Roku account. If you need a step-by-step tutorial on how to create a Roku account, I'll have a separate video linked down in the description for that. But I'm going to be using a Roku account that I've already used in the past. But either way, we're going to click OK on where it says enter email address. If you're using an email from a Roku account that's already been set up, that's fine. It'll take us on to the next step. Otherwise, it's going to have you set up that email as a new Roku account. So I'm going to enter in the email for my Roku account and then click OK on continue. Now I need to check the inbox of the email that I had entered. It says, please activate within the next 30 minutes. And this screen will automatically update when you're done. Opening up the Roku activation email in my inbox, it says activate your Roku. To confirm your email address and begin using your new Roku, please activate your device within the next 30 minutes. So I'm going to click on where it says activate device. It's going to take us over to a page where we need to go through some additional steps. So it says name your device. I'm just going to leave it at Roku Express, and you can select the location of the device. I'm going to have it in my living room. You can read over Roku's products terms of use, and you can check this box if you agree to that and then click continue. Then it's going to ask if you pay for cable or satellite TV. If you do, click yes, and it'll take you through some different options. I don't have cable or satellite TV, so I'm going to click on no. Then it asks, do you subscribe to any of these services? So if you click on any of these, it'll add these apps to the homepage of your Roku. So I'm going to click on Netflix, Hulu, and HBO Max, and then click continue. You can select additional interests to help build your channel lineup. So this is optional. You don't have to select any of these. You can always just go back in and download the apps that you want to one by one. I'm going to check free movies and TV and then click continue to go on to the next page. And it'll prompt you to add more channels to your Roku home screen if you'd like. So these are free to install and you can check them out if you're interested in them. Otherwise, you can just click on where it says continue to move on to the next page. And finally, it's giving us some offers for free trials. Again, if you're interested in these, you can check out those free trials. Otherwise, you can scroll down to the bottom of this page and click on where it says continue. And our setup is now complete, so I'm going to head back over to my TV. Once it's updating the apps on your Roku player, it says all done, so we're going to click OK on our Roku remote. If this is your first time using a Roku device, it's going to take you through this initial tutorial. I recommend following through this to see how your Roku functions and gives you kind of just a general tutorial. But if you're familiar with Roku devices, you can click on the home button. And of course, that'll take us over to our home page. Now, if you want to download and install additional streaming channels, you can go down to the streaming store and then go to the search option, and you can start typing in different apps that you might want to download and install. And that's going to take us to the end of this tutorial. So I hope this step-by-step guide was helpful in setting up your Roku Express. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Consider subscribing to the YouTube channel, and I'll see you back here next time.